So I got a question. It's a question I get a lot, and that is: does AI and ChatGPT and Bard and the other technologies, does that enhance or get in the way of servant leadership? Right. So does AI get in the way or enhance servant leadership? It's a great question because it depends how you look at it. In the research that Lucas Root and I did, and a seminar we did or webinar we did a little while ago, we found that accounting firms can deliver the same amount of work with 10 to 40% less staff. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean that they should go in and fire or let attrition get rid of those people they don't need to do the same amount of effort today, and potentially with less people, same revenue, they become more profitable? One of the problems with that approach, though, is when you have people in any professional services firms that's growing up through the ranks, eventually your partners come from that upward mobility. If you have less people going up through the ranks, you have less opportunity for partners, i.e. rainmakers, coming into or taking that partnership role, and the long-term viability of the entity is then coming into question. Right. So do you get rid of, fire, save money, become more profitable, or do you provide incremental service? Do you serve your customers if less work or less people is required for the same amount of work? What if you get the same people, or as you trained or brought in new people to fill in the gap, what if you do new things? Do new things that you can now do that you couldn't do before because you now have tools that will help you with research synthesis and enhanced delivery. All right, so talk a little bit about that. On the research side, the opportunity to go into any of the generative AI platforms is really powerful. It's the opportunity to fine-tune yourself as a prompt engineer, fine-tune the types of questions you have coming in so that as the results coming back, you get access to research a whole lot quicker. You get access to answers a whole lot quicker. And one of the things that's very important is for you to be discerning. It's for you to be focusing on the information coming back. Does it work? Does it not work? Can you validate it? Can you make sure you ask the right questions so that you're trying your best to figure out that, and this is a word that people use often, that ChatGPT doesn't hallucinate with its answers, because it is set up to give you answers. Sometimes those answers may not be real answers, right? So on the plus side is absolutely the ability to do significant amount of research quicker. The downside, if you don't do any discernment, if you don't follow through there, you may end up producing results that aren't up to speed. So you need to train in a different way. You need to train to be discerning. That said, you now have a staff of thousands of researchers at your fingertips. Next, synthesis. So remember, research, synthesis, say that 5 times fast, and enhanced delivery. So synthesis. The ability to actually now craft your messaging to let, and you'll just use ChatGPT, to let ChatGPT know who you are, or more importantly, not just who you are, but who you want ChatGPT to act as, what information it should have, how it should process that information. And so if it knows and you ask it appropriately, with this set of data and other data that you're finding, could you please synthesize this content together? It happens almost instantaneous, right? Your ability to see content come together and synthesized and pulled together, and similarities and areas which are not similar, so are easily shown and seen together. What does that mean for your clients? If you're looking at where your clients are today and where they're going tomorrow, you could synthesize ideas of what you do in relation to where they're going and how you could be of service. Now, in some cases, you may be able to provide such incremental value at no additional cost, and it doesn't cost you anymore because you have the people in place today, where you then increase the stickiness, the significant stickiness of you as a firm. In other cases, you may actually stumble upon new ideas and new ways to service your client that actually can turn into an incremental revenue producer, as what will happen with ChatGPT and other firms coming into the market. Price will start coming down when there are more players, when there's more supply, doing what you do today. Therefore, you need to provide incrementally valuable services at a higher end that you could charge more to deal with the fact that other price points are going to come down. And that comes to the third area, which is enhanced delivery. If a lot of, or a large amount of the mundane work that you can do and now put in the hands of ChatGPT can happen, what that means is you could spend more time delivering higher value and more contact for those clients who need it, delivering them and helping them get to places they need to go. So if you can, once again, do the research, synthesize where your client can go with you, and then deliver that, you'll be positioning yourself in such a way where you're providing that level of service leadership, that level of customer service, that level of really customer delight that will allow you to be there, to be around in the long term. So I'm going to say you have choices. We're going to summarize. You have choices with the ability to do more with less people. You can provide lesser quality service to your clients, or you can provide more. I lean towards more. I lean towards creating a model that you'll continually stay relevant in terms of who your clients are, how they see you, and how you can work together. Let me know what you think. Type in your largest aha moments that are valuable. Click on the like button. Share with your friends. I look forward to seeing you at the next episode, the next time I actually speak about, this is most likely for a Dear Credibility Expert. We also use this in our newsletter, Staying Relevant. And I'm very excited to have you join me. Please keep sending in questions. I'm happy to answer. I look forward to interacting with you and being of service to where you're going. Thanks. Take care.